Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edge Hill. My name is Clive Edwards. I'm Pro-Chancellor and Chair of the governing body here at the university. It's my pleasure to declare that this ceremony for the conferment of degrees is now open.
Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellors, colleagues, graduands, family and friends. Good evening. My name is Lynette Turner and I am the Dean of the Faculty of Education. This afternoon's ceremony marks the culmination of several years of study, both full-time and part-time, by students who are aiming to develop careers as teachers or early years practitioners, or who plan to pursue other occupations within the children's workforce. Many of the students graduating today have studied at this campus, but we are delighted to extend a very warm welcome, literally, to graduands who have studied with our partner, Holy Cross College in Bury. If this is the first time that you have visited the campus, I do hope that you and your family have taken the opportunity to explore the very beautiful setting in which we work. You are graduating in the week that marks Nelson Mandela's centenary. Mandela needs no introduction. An anti-apartheid revolutionary, a political leader, philanthropist, and former president of South Africa. His centenary reminds us of the effectiveness of selfless leadership. It reminds us too that freedom and justice can be the companion of humility, grace, and generosity. His centenary and the celebrations associated with it provide something of an antidote to the current state of social affairs. More than one commentator is highlighting that we are currently living in divisive times. In Mandela's long walk towards freedom and justice, he encouraged and applauded the grassroots activism that emerged from lived complexity. He shunned attention on the individual leader and applauded the collective spirit. In this brief address to our graduating students, I would like to focus on this too. As many of you know, on the 23rd of June, 12 young members of the Wild Boar soccer team went exploring in Thailand's Chiang Rai province with their football coach and ended up trapped deep inside a cave underneath a mountain. Just over 2 weeks ago, the announcement came that the 12 boys and their 25-year-old assistant coach had been discovered. The relief surrounding the news that they had been found was overwhelming, but the rescue would be hazardous. The death of a former Thai Navy SEAL diver in the first stages of the planned rescue attempt highlighted the dangers of the mission. But a quite incredible global team effort involving divers and hundreds of volunteers has worked, and yesterday the boys were discharged from hospital. John Valenthan from Bristol is a rescue volunteer in the Brecon Beacons. It is his voice that we hear reaching the boys and asking, "How many of you? 13? Brilliant." And it has been brilliant. This feat of multicultural cooperation exemplifies the very best of human traits: empathy, care, and self-sacrifice. It epitomizes humility too. As another of the divers, Rick Stanton, said in the press conference, "Are we heroes? No, we're not. We used a very unique skill set to give something back to the community." And as the theologian Akandadi Das has commented, the Wild Boar's rescue shows that almost anything is possible when we work together with such unity of purpose. What it also demonstrates is professional agency, something we strive to encourage in our trainees and our students. It's some 20 years since Tony Blair launched an unusual marketing campaign to address the teacher shortage, with an advertisement played to cinema audiences. Some of you may recall it. It featured a wide cast of talking heads, including Joanna Lumley, John Cleese, Terence Conran, and Blair himself. The message of the advertisement was simple: no one forgets a good teacher. The question the advert embodied is, could you inspire young minds? In many ways, it was a flawed campaign and was resisted by many members of the teaching profession, and it was quickly lampooned by its critics with the rejoinder, no one forgets a good advert. But indeed, they had a point. Much has changed in the intervening years, and it is possible that teaching no longer remains at the forefront of desirable careers. But if the vehicle of the Blair message was a bit, well, romantic, it promised a culture that values teachers and aspires to attract those. Don't worry. But if the vehicle of the Blair message was a bit, well, romantic, it promised a culture that values teachers and aspires to attract those with the moral and intellectual appetite for making a difference. And teachers can become good teachers very early in their careers. We are delighted that the prestigious TES 2018 award for New Teacher of the Year was awarded to Caroline Keep, who trained with us to become a secondary physics teacher and graduated just 3 years ago. The judges saw a teacher who stood out as an inspirational role model. The panel also recognised in her an enthusiastic and knowledgeable champion of interdisciplinary learning, whose impact has been, and I quote, phenomenal, both in its reach and in its excellence. Working across disciplinary boundaries, as some of the very best teachers do, the award acknowledges the importance and potential of disciplinary collaboration, of innovation and change through collective endeavour. Many of those who work with children, and many of you who will work with children and young people, may never win awards. You may never see the impact of the influence you will have on the children that you support and develop. This is perhaps all the more the case for those working with the very youngest of children. Behind the current narrative of achievement and success that shapes education policy and children's services more broadly are those professionals who are providing empathy, creativity, and challenge on a daily basis. These are outstanding skills that our graduands take from their own life and their own learning. They are vital skills in unclear times. In his lecture at the Nelson Mandela Centenary celebrations in Johannesburg on Tuesday, former President Barack Obama restated this. These are, he said, strange and uncertain times. Very strange and very uncertain. Drawing on Robert Kennedy's words that, and I quote, "This world demands the qualities of youth, not a time of life, but a state of mind," Obama was more concrete. For Barack Obama, sustaining Mandela's progressive democratic vision, creating the good society, rests with the young. And so, he argued at the time, we have an obligation to help the youth succeed. Graduands, you have the skills, the tenacity, and the knowledge to do the very best with and for our young people. So I'll end with my final Obama quote. Every generation has the opportunity to remake the world. We wish you well and have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Each year, working in partnership with the university, the Students' Union invites nominations from students to recognise those staff, academic and support staff, who've made the greatest difference to their time at university. Each year, the Students' Union receives hundreds of nominations from students wishing to recognise the impact individual staff have had on them, and this year is no exception. From the hundreds of nominations, just 10 awards are made, and the work of these exceptional colleagues is recognised at these ceremonies. I'd like to invite the President of the Students' Union, Joseph Hanrahan Bradford, to present the award. This award is made to a colleague for her outstanding work as a personal tutor. In the nomination, the student says, "She has been an outstanding support for me over my 3 years at Edge Hill. I have had a range of medical issues, personal and academic issues that I have landed at her office door. She always listens to me, even if I just need a chat. She supports me in every way, whether that be planning an assignment or understanding potential future employment opportunities. Looking back now I am in my final year, I cannot thank her enough for the amazing support and guidance she has given me. She is a fantastic tutor and an absolute credit to herself and the department," and we would add the university. Graduates, colleagues and guests, please join me in congratulating for the award of Outstanding Personal Tutor, Michaela Smith.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students from the Faculty of Education who are candidates for awards today. The following candidates are presented for Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences awards with honours with qualified teacher status in the subject specialisms of early years education. Ellie Georgina Bartram. Shauna Kate Brady. Jessica Isabella Kane. Nicole Cave. Catherine Martha Davies. John Devereaux. Anna Sophie Dewhurst. Natalie Leanne Ellison. Harriet June Exall. Courtney Joanne Fielden. Neve Fryer. Rachel Louise George Davidson. Jessica Christine Gilday. Amy Elizabeth Harrison. Bethany Jane Louise Harrison. Naomi Alex Harrison. Kate Holden. Emma Louise Huffland. Chloe Jade Jackson. Emily Margaret Kingsford. Charlotte Louise Curtin. Megan Louise Laithwaite. Megan Rose Longworth. Mary Madden. Zoe Marsden. Imogen Heather Murdoch. Faye Louise Nelson McIntyre. Joanne Louise Perkins. Louise Pickering. Hayley Victoria Ray. Emma Louise Roberts. Hannah Elizabeth Rogers. Emma Louise Royal. Alicia Shepherd. Harriet Alexandra Sutton. Lorna Swindles. Hannah Wade. Jessica Alice Wall. Hannah May Wormsley. Katie Louise Welsh. Megan Patricia Whitby. Amy Rebecca Williams. Bethany Alice Wilson. Secondary English Education, Nadia Ayub. Mark James Barker. Anthony Francis Hudson. Jack George Wesley Mitchell. Rachel Moody. Emily Catherine Newing. Jennifer Mary O'Malley. Emily Pilling. Anya Maria Quinn. Tamar Rafferty. Faye Ronson. Helen Roos. Jessica May Spencer. Bethany Jane Stewart. Leanne Sarah Tumilty. Megan Williams. Secondary Modern Foreign Languages Spanish Education, Georgia Ann Cohen. Secondary Religious Education, Madeline Abbey Brooks. Jacob Alexander Dennison. Brady Rhiann Gallagher. Emily Ann Knowles-Jones. Miles Joseph McConnell. Joseph Saul Molyneux. Heather Robin Robb. Stephen Matthew Woods. Secondary Design and Technology Education, Rebecca Crookston. David Thomas Fields. Leah Claire McHale. Hayley Unsworth. Josephine Webster. Erin Winstanley. Secondary Mathematics Education, Suzanne Marie Beer. Audrin Patrick Boyd. Kate Amy Edmondson. Stephanie Farrell. Chelsea Marie Foreman. Benjamin Thomas Fowler. Lauren Samantha Halsall. Stephen William Horn. Abigail Patricia Hyslop. Benjamin Thomas Jackson. Becky Alex Latham. Laura Isabella Mason. Olivia Ann McCusker. Lauren Josephine McNeil. Liam Kerr Otley. Sophie Rhiannon Passmore. Georgia Pilkington. Adele Elizabeth Razul. Holly Beth Shippen. Secondary Science Biology Education, Emilia Jovanovic. Lorna Alice McCurdy. Mariam Shaheen Nahim. Christian Whitfield Southern. Paige Elizabeth Thompson. Vice-Chancellor, the following candidate has been awarded the Anne Proctor Study Prize for achieving the highest APM upon completion of Part 2 from the Faculty of Education, Dominic Joseph Walton. Secondary Science Chemistry Education, Luke Aaron Francis Ayres. Priti Kaur Chima. Secondary Science Physics Education, Ashley Paul Cook Allison. Jack Stanley O'Connor Convery. Damon Steele. Stuart John Tattersall. Christopher John Ward. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Education, Moniba Naz Akhtar. Georgia May Ali. Amy Lauren Booth. Hannah Christie Brindley. Kelly Louise Brown. Faye Mary Bruin. Amy Louise Cheers. Chelsea Jade Colville. Megan Lisa Cowan. Danielle Page Critchley. Karina Marie Forrester. Jessica Ann Goff. Tansy Bertha Grady. Natalie Page Harris. Gemma Patricia Ann Hendrickson. Leah Jane Kate Holden. Lucy Anne-Marie Hope Farmer. Anna Claire Humphreys. Louise Jones. Katie Elizabeth Catherine Jones. Rachel Joins. Chloe Latham. Natalie Louise Lawrence. Emma Claire Mahoney. Sophie Grace McLaughlin. Helena Rebecca Millard. Jordan Louise Morgan. Leanne Marie Murphy. Katie Marie O'Connor. Folasada Olawekem Olajambiti. Zoe Louise Payne. Charlotte Preston.
Alexandra Lucy Price. Emily Catherine Rather. Rachel Danielle Riley. Alicia Josephine Robinson. Marie Emma Robinson. Lisa Marie Rosen. Celine Pippa Skwarek. Faye Alexandra Jessica Smith. Oluwafunmito Opeyemi Sodipo. Olivia Page Stainton. Tegan Nicole Thompson. Sophie Upton. Charlie Simone Walsh. Alicia Williams. Francesca Wood. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Leadership, Karen Lynn Griffiths. Kelly Jane Little. Patricia Ryder. Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Early Years Practice, Rebecca Marie Atherton. Abby Louise Briady. Emily Rose Burke. Michaela Elizabeth Burke. Tamara Jade Clark. Sharon Marie Conchi. Elizabeth Helen Croft. Monique Misha Deans. Rachel Anne-Marie Escoffery. Nina Lily Hewitt. Olivia Louisa Mallinson. Danielle Margaret Teresa Mashford. James Mark Claridge Matthews. Claire Louise Meadows. Hannah Miles. Asa James Newson. Emily Ann Parry. Lisa Ann Riley. Sarah Elizabeth Rowley. Ashley Ann Sargent. Charlotte Victoria Spark. Alicia Jane Starkey. Emma Louise Stewart. Amira Fatima Saida Saeed. Fiona Claire Valentine. Keely Welsh. Stacey Francis Whedon. Cheryl Williamson. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Secondary Modern Foreign Languages, Spanish Education, Walter Duran Espinoza. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Secondary Religious Education, Jade Erica Bagley. Bachelor of Science with honours in Secondary Mathematics Education, Carly Jane Fuses. Sean Colin Robert Hilton. Zainab Mazar. Paige Richmond. Bachelor of Science with honours in Secondary Science Physics Education, Samantha April Messer. Michael Roger Timms. Foundation Degree Arts in Early Years Leadership, Nora Barton. Nicola Louise Cannell. Leah Victoria Joyner. Nicole Lithgow. Lauren McBride. Chelsea Roberts. Ellis Rachel Starkey. Joanne Wiley. Foundation Degree Arts in Early Years Practice, Priscilla Adorn. Ashley Boardman. Courtney Louise Bradley. Jessica Louisa Evans. Megan Ann Green. Carla Handley. Lauren Natalie Hughes. Nicole Jane Johnson. Sophie Isabel Jones. Amy Lindsay. Leah Lloyden. Laura Jane O'Byrne. Jade Melissa Smith. Mungan Shuda Ernolt. Diploma of Higher Education in Secondary Mathematics Education, Lauren Elizabeth Ann Emmett. Vice-Chancellor, the following candidates studied for their award at Holy Cross College. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Early Years Practice, Gemma Louise Amos. Alkuma Begum. Jenna Louise Betham. Victoria Louise Blank. Emma Browett. Aruj Butt. Shannon Doyle. Victoria Evans. Laura Ingalls. Nazma Majid. Susan Claire Pitt. Claire Ricks. Muish Zahir. Foundation Degree Arts in Early Years Practice, Lindsay Bentley. Courtney Buckley. Vicky Cansfield. Anna Rose Cunningham. Sarah Marie Urkel. Jenna Fitzgerald. Nicola Jade Hall. Samantha Hopkinson. Nicola Kay. Vanessa Kilroy. Lisa Larea. Sharon McFadden. Elise Sarah Mitchell. Lisa Nuttall. Amanda Jane Proctor. Hannah Rolfe. Katie Marie Scanlon. Emma Turner. Joanne Weaver. Olivia Megan Young. Vice-Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students from the Faculty of Education.
Don't know what happened to the choreographer. That was a wonderful amount of applause, tremendous standing ovation, and not a single person has got a qualification yet. I've got some fairly important words to say. Remember this. By the authority vested in me as the Vice-Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edge Hill University Awards for which you have been presented, and I congratulate you all. Wave your hats in the air. That actually worked slightly better than last time. The last ceremony I said hats in the air, and Whipples are now looking for 32 mortarboards, and there are a whole range of people who left the hall with size 7 3/4 heads and size 6.5 hats on them. But so I learnt my lesson anyway. Thank you for bringing the sunshine back. We've had, I think this is now 11 ceremonies so far this week, and that means probably over 3,000 people have come across the red carpet, and 300 of you have just done so in this ceremony. From my perspective, actually, partly given the origins of Edge Hill, which of course was founded as the first non-denominational trainer of teachers for women in the country back in the 1880s, it's a special ceremony. It's also a special ceremony for me as well, because actually teachers change lives. Teachers create life chances. They are the people who have an enormous determinant upon your son, your daughter, my son, my daughter, my grandchildren's chances in lives. And so, it's an important ceremony from our perspective, and we're proud, to have you here. I'm also delighted, of course, to welcome friends from Holy Cross as well, our partner in Bury. We've worked actually with Holy Cross now for well over 10 years. It's an excellent relationship, and it does enable perhaps yet more people to get access to higher education. Most of you sprinted across that carpet. People on this side of the room will remember Roadrunner. If you don't remember, the audition was taking place, at the speed that one or two people went across. I managed to slow one or two down to say hello and congratulations. But what I didn't have, of course, were 300 conversations. We could do that. How many brought a sleeping bag? But it seems sensible that what I will do is just have literally 2 minutes of your time for a brief word. The first thing I want to say is thank you. And that's a thank you for choosing to study at this university at Edge Hill. It's your university. It's a university which actually, when most of you started, had just been awarded the very important title of the Times Higher United Kingdom University of the Year. Yesterday, yeah, it was good, wasn't it? Yes, yeah. Part of my problem was actually convincing my colleagues it was a journey, not a destination. Oh, University of the Year, that's good. Actually, and it is a journey, and it is a stepping stone, because actually last night we were in Edinburgh, where we were one of only 17 universities from across the entire globe, drawn from 6 continents, that were shortlisted for the Global Teaching Excellence Awards. This is a university which... This is a university which prides itself on its commitment to learning and teaching, and sometimes, I guess, we don't have a fashionable name. We're not perhaps in the most fashionable town in the world. But what I can tell you is this is an excellent university, particularly for its commitment to providing learning, teaching, and high-quality student support. And some of that is actually reflected in the fact that we are this year also. There are things we don't get right, but what I will tell you is that we get more things right more often, I think, than many. But we're also this year the Times and the Sunday Times 2018 University of the Year for Student Retention, which means that those who come here to study stay here, graduate from here, and maintain that relationship with the university. And we're very grateful because we would not win that award without you. Now, my job is, yes, the university can be proud of what it's achieved, but my job is to make sure it continues to grow and develop in that way. So although you can be proud to be Edge Hill graduates today, I want you in 5 years' time to be even more proud. I'll ruin the English language here, prouder, than you are today, because I want, as that sits on your job applications, on your CV and so on, for people to say, you went to a university which is an outstanding provider of education and training, particularly for those who are going to work with children of all ages. Now, we're proud of you as well. I recognise actually doing the kind of programs you've done not only involve enormous amounts of lecture content, plenty of assignments, examinations, but also a lot of time out there in practice as well. And I'm very conscious of the fact of the support that you will have given people who have been out there and working with the university. You'll have developed and grown. You probably have less idea of how much you've developed and grown than perhaps your tutors and your family have. But you will have done so. And you will actually are in a position, I think, to really take advantage of the opportunities that lie ahead of you. What I'd also urge you to do is stay together as well. Keep in touch, keep in contact. Many of you are going to quite demanding jobs, and actually that support of a friendship network, of people who are facing the same challenges and so on, is very important, in terms of actually, there are tough days. Not every day is a sunny day in July. It can be in the middle of November. You can actually be facing a difficult challenge and so on. If you hold each other together, you'll make enormous progress. As I say, I don't see today as the end of a journey. It's a staging post, but I hope also for everybody it's a stepping stone, and a stepping stone to successful careers, but also it matters to me that you have healthy, happy, and fulfilling lives as well. You've chosen the most important role that anyone can choose to do. I said before, you will change lives and you will create life chances. So go for it. Now, each and every one of you leaves with our thanks and our very best wishes for the future, but it's adieu and not goodbye. We will be here to support you. Our careers service will willingly help you. The Alumni Association will invite you back. You might come for further professional development. That's your choice. We'd be delighted if you did. But in the event, I'm sure colleagues in the faculty would be happy to see you if you ever want to pop your head round the office door from time to time. But first of all, let's enjoy today. You've earned it. You walked into this hall as graduands. You are going to walk out of this hall as graduates. It's a big step, and you've made it. Those letters behind your name and the professional qualification that follows will never leave you. congratulations, our thoughts and our very best wishes are with each and every one of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a song for our graduating class of 2018, will you please welcome Miss Lucy McHale.
Upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow. Skies are blue and that you dare to dream really do come true. If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, I can't.
Thank you very much, Sue Lucy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the ceremony. I'm sure some of you will be ready for some refreshments, judging by the fanning that's going on here. These can be found back to where you came, towards the hub, in the hub area. Please have a safe journey home, and I now declare that this ceremony is closed.